Police Federation, where we represent the welfare of the police officers. I was the vice chairman for the Officers Association. And since I have announced myself as the MP candidate for Central Kingston, every police officer that I've run into, they will say to me, Mr. McGregor, will find somebody that can represent for the police in Parliament. Listen to me. With Steve McGregor representing for you, the Jamaica Labour Party has sought to politicize an issue and trying to spread the rumor that the PNP does not support the police. I want you to listen to me carefully. Dressing up in blue suit and blue frock no means say you support police. No. I have been a police officer for over 41 years. I was a general secretary for the Police Federation, where we represent the welfare of the police officers. I was the vice chairman for the Officers Association. And since I have announced myself as the MP candidate for Central Kingston, every police officer that I've run into, they will say to me, Mr. McGregor, will find somebody that can represent for the police in Parliament. Listen to me. With Steve McGregor representing for you, my officers, you have somebody that can negotiate. You know that? I was a part of the team that negotiated the best settlement for police ever in the JCF. So don't let them try to fool you to think that the PNP is not for the police. We're for the police. But listen, we're for transparency. We're for professionalism. We're for accountability. So we will support the body-worn cameras. Yes, because we want accountability. We'll also volley for other less lethal weapons to be used in your effort. We'll also put things in place so that you're properly trained to manage critical incidents. Because I'm seeing too much incidents on the road where it seems as if the police don't have control over it. This is a trained and proven police officer for over 41 years. So when I represent for you, you know that I'll be speaking of what you need and what is right for you. So don't let nobody fool you and try to tell you that the PNP is not for the police. Yes. I want them to hurry up and pay the retroactive payment that they have for the police and other government workers, because they are waiting until close to when they call the election as if it's a special favor that they are doing for these workers. It is something that they are obligated to do. Yes. Our spokesman on national security commended the police, and I will go along and endorse what he's saying. We endorse what the now Commissioner of Police is doing. And I see where he's putting some young officers out there on the streets because they are not resting on their laurels to say the little decrease in murders. We have seen this before. So for it to be consistent, you must put officers out there who can go and connect with the citizens and make the citizens the central focus on any crime strategy that you are using to police them. The citizens must be the central focus.
So I'm here today at the Cornwall Regional Hospital. I came and I made myself available. I presented myself at an event which was really a grand PR effort. Again, another PR effort by this group. What took place today? A ribbon cutting for a section of the Cornwall Regional Hospital, an administrative section, a fraction of the Cornwall Regional Hospital. And the minister in his address would like us to the mayor, would like us to believe that this is a big day. A big day after 8 years of this hospital under renovation, 8 years of billions of dollars being spent. But then again, the minister wanted us to believe that it's not a cost overrun. It is actually a rescoping. And because, in his words, it's a rescoping, that there's no reason for there to be any concern because it's money well spent. Well, I'm here to tell you, as a citizen of this parish, as a resident of this constituency, that's not a simple thing. This is reason for us to be concerned, because for the last 8 years, people of Western Jamaica have not had answers. We have taken this long to open an administrative section, a fraction of the hospital. Is that acceptable? I think not. So let us not glorify and make it seem like it is bigger than it really is. Some work was done, well, not enough, because still, I don't want to have to come to the hospital here. Because while the doctors, nurses, and other support staff have been given themselves, because while the doctors, nurses, and other support staff have been given themselves, best of themselves, under trying circumstances, they have been asked to operate under less than desirable circumstances for the last 8 years. And when we form government, when the People's National Party forms the government, we are going to have a forensic audit of this entire thing. Because $20 billion later, and we still don't have a hospital. Another PRing over the people, prioritizing PR over people. And today we are saying it is time we prioritize people over PR. I came here because what was happening here. I came and saw for myself that this is another attempt by the government to gloss over the realities of what we're faced with every day as citizens of this country, as citizens of Western Jamaica. It's not acceptable, it's not sufficient, and we are not here to just accept that it should be what it is. Cornwall Regional should be further along, and according to the minister, the only reason that Cornwall Regional is not finished is because of COVID. That had it not been for COVID, it would have been finished. Again, we don't accept that. We do not accept.
I'll just sum up based on, and then we will go into questions. But having seen the government's willingness to distort conversations to suggest things are impossible that are already happening, will indicate that the Early Childhood Commission has a professional development activity on the 19th to the 23rd of May, for which the cost is $20,000 and $15,000 if you're an early bird. That is only one of possibly many hours that you would have to face for professional development. So as we are speaking, there is indeed this probability of cost. We're also wanting to make it clear that we are not against registration or regulation. What we are against is the approach. As have been indicated by our proposals, we are not against the licensing, the registration, or the renewal. However, we feel, if I may repeat, that we should merge registration and licensing into a single streamlined process. Extend the licensing period from 5 years to 10 years for stability. Introduce 6-month grace period for license renewal after expiry. Require police record only once unless there is a reasonable cost to request another. And fund the Jamaica Teaching Council through direct government subvention, not teacher licensing fees. With 30,000 teachers, if the licensing fee is $20,000 per teacher, they would have taxed the teachers $600 million. If it is that this is so necessary, it should be funded by government and not by the teachers paying fees. We are not against continuous professional development. In fact, we are very much in support. As we have recommended, if I may repeat, mandate all required CPD courses to be free or fully subsidized, such as the example that I've given just a minute ago for our teachers. Grant CPD credit for in-service accomplishments such as mentoring, leadership, and school contributions. Create a national CPD portal that is accessible online and offline with rural access guarantees. Introduce a 6-month grace period so that difficulty can be considered for persons who have not completed CPD in cases of hardship or in cases of pregnancy. We go further, provide tangible incentives for CPD completion, such as increments for salary, promotion points, or public recognition. It is important that the public recognize a trend in the approach to the Jamaica Labour Party's efforts. We saw it when the PNP had to go for a constitutional challenge to NIMS. which was another big stick approach to any form of formalization. No carrots were mentioned. Overreach into homeschooling, voluntarism, and online education. Indeed, there are already systems in place to ensure that homeschooling have to go through certain hoops. Now, they are proposing that you can only teach your own child or you must be registered. I myself is at risk because voluntarism is now based on being ad hoc. I go every Saturday. Therefore, that is no longer ad hoc. So the private tutoring is at risk. And also, they have now policed online tutoring, but only for Jamaicans because they can't police overseas online tutoring, taking us out of the competitive space as it relates to that. A person who have a actuarial degree or a mathematics degree but not a trained teacher can't go online and work out the CXC past paper for persons who are trying to address. We're not against regulation, but we ask for Section 4 to be amended to clearly exempt community volunteers, such as Ms. Dassa up in a dying community who has taken on the responsibility of hosting students on our veranda for our veranda basic. Private tutors below a certain teaching threshold, and church and informal instructors. Introduce a volunteer class registration without fees or full regulation for non-profit, non-formal educators. Create separate regulatory categories for full-time professional teachers, private tutors, and informal educators. Protect parental rights and educational freedom by shielding homeschool groups and co-ops from criminalization. And also support educational innovation, ensuring that the law does not suppress community-based initiatives. Indeed, we are not against teachers being fit and proper, nor are we against teachers being competent to teach. However, we want these to be defined so that they can be cognizant of what fit and proper is before they face the music. Also, we hope that they understand fully what competent to teach is, as many teachers are fearful that this may be sneaking through the back door, performance pay. And there are some people who say, oh, it's the teacher's fault. I want to make a bet with any Jamaicans willing to take it up. Swap all the teachers from Campion to Holy Trinity, and swap all the teachers from Holy Trinity to Campion. And you tell me if Campion will become Holy Trinity, and Holy Trinity will become Campion. The reality is that that will definitely not be so. We want to require the council to issue written reasons to protect persons. We are not against regulation, but we are against the punitive nature of this bill. Establish a legal defense fund or provide state-sponsored legal aid for accused teachers. We have already seen this happening with the police when they face indicum. Even after they're cleared, they're punished with the cost of legal representation, sometimes up to millions of dollars, though they are cleared. So therefore, we want this legal defense fund to be set up. And if there's any fee, it should go directly to the legal defense fund. Guarantee the right to face and respond to one's accuser. Prohibit double jeopardy. Guarantee salary continuation while you are in the process of appeal. And implement a proportional penalty framework so that the cost of teaching without a license isn't almost.
There comes a point in each person's life where they are tasked with an important decision. A decision that may affect not only them, but also their country.
Change gon' come, oh, yes it will.
A decision to keep things the way they are, or a decision that will bring meaningful change.
Change gon' come, oh, yes it will. Oh, yes it will. Change gon' come.
We choose change to provide wider access to homes and land ownership, for good health care.
There's a travel advisory issued by the U.S. State Department advising of the poor state of our hospitals and the prohibitive costs associated with accessing private health care.
And access to quality education from early childhood to the tertiary level. A change to decrease crime and give our youths a chance. A change from unfulfilled promises to renewed trust. A change from corruption to good governance.
If I were in your position, I would take for myself and hand over to someone else who is not compromised.
We choose a Jamaica that is run democratically, not autocratically. We choose a Jamaica where if you break the law, you pay the price, no matter who you are. If, like me, you truly want a better future for all Jamaicans, not just a few, then make the decision to choose change for yourself, for your family, and for Jamaica.
Change gon' come. Oh, yes it will. Oh, yes it will.
Now, I have been identified with several projects, as Sister Bev has told you. But there's something which is happening in the country where a tale, a narrative is being developed as if nothing was done by the People's National Party government for 18 years. A narrative which seems to be taking root in certain areas. So let me just highlight a couple of these things. The Montego Bay bypass, for argument's sake. The Montego Bay bypass. That was a project which was conceptualized and developed at the Development Bank of Jamaica while I was the CEO. In February 25th, 2003, February 25th, 2003, after serious negotiations, the government of Jamaica signed an agreement with the government of Malaysia for the construction of the Montego Bay bypass. That was done in Malaysia on February 25th, 2003. The government of Malaysia committed to fund the project, which then was estimated to cost 70 million US dollars. 70 million. That was the cost which was estimated to build the Montego Bay bypass. Substantially along the same route that it is being done. 70 million. The government of Malaysia committed to fund 60%. 60% of that, or 42 million, with the Jamaican government only have to put in $28 million. It's a generation, 20 odd years have passed, and that is when the highway, the bypass, is being constructed at a cost 4 times that which it would have costed us in 2003, 2004. From 70 million to 280 million. 4 sevens, not 28. Thanks. But what is happening is that there is a total disconnect It's as if that project was not conceptualized by a previous administration. That is what is happening. That is the narrative that is being spread around the place. As if nothing was done during the People's National Party's term in office. That nothing was done. It has even got so bad. And I'm not using the term bad mind. You understand? I leave that for other people. They are changing or have changed the name of Highway 2000 so as to not associate it with the period of the People's National Party to Trans-Jamaica Highway.
He don't care when nobody wants set. As long as the father sit on the throne. We now, we can't, we want dead for home. I will not suffer. I will not bread. God is my provider. I will not beg no bread. You know the reason why? Him and me daddy, oh. Him and me daddy. Him and
I want to do a roll call. Southborough, where are you? Gregory Park, where are you? Portmore Pines Division, where are you? They know me now soon up front. Let me see you walk from where you there, man. Come on, man. Yes, 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 yes. See him, sir. and no man. Whether you're great or simple. That's why we said time come. Beautiful young lady to talk to you. A newly minted vice chairman of the Patriots for Region 4. I want to bring to you comrade Janique McKenzie. Selector, work with me. People, work with me. Make some noise. Time wait on no man. When the Lord shall call you, and your time appointed. Time wait on no man. We are moving on. Comrade! Time wait on no man. Hi, hi. Whether you're great or simple. Time wait on no man. We are going on. When the Lord shall call you, and your time appointed. Time wait on no man. Comrades of Portmore, hear you. Comrade workers, comrade warriors of the People's National Party, let me hear you. It is with great honor I bring you greetings on behalf of the St. Catherine Patriots. Firefighters are ready, nurses are ready, doctors are we stand on the premise that we will not be shaken and we will stand behind Comrade Mark. It down in Portmore for the PNP. Comrades, are you ready? Are
Are you ready? The signal. Now appearing, victory, victory is nigh. One love on behalf of the Patriots.
And let me tell you what the Lord has done for me.
I see Comrade Fitzjackson in the house. Mr. Paul, the man who says, hands up. We're here on a mission, you know. It's not just it's right message. Are coming in and a political football. The people of Portmore deserve all that they must get, and it is the people that is going to ensure that it is properly done. So make some noise for our own Fitzjackson, who is in the building. When he you'll see him some more. I know that Comrade Rainier Benjamin is here, but until they get here, I'm going to invite out of the Brayton division to bring, look here, comrades. Speakers accepting when I change the time, we'll be getting more than 2 minutes to present. So I'm going to limit my speakers to 2 minutes. Party leader is on his way, and so I'm going to out of the Brayton division, Councillor Anthony.
The come from Park Division want a shout out. Let us know that you are here. Asiaga Bill Portmore, nothing no go so. And we are here to defend it. I know a lot of you came here when most of Portmore was bush. And with the People's National Party and its policies, we built Greater Portmore. It's not by chance that Portmore is one of the most literate community in the Caribbean. We deliberately put schools in here when we were building Greater Portmore. Those were policies of the People's National Party. We build communities that afford us and nurture doctors, teachers, tradesmen, nurses, labor right bill, garrison, them build Tivoli Garden, them build Tower Spen, them build Rima. We build communities that people prosper and make contribution to our country. And we are here to defend that. And that is why we are here this evening. A lot of you know how Portmore was built. A lot of you came here from when we only had Southborough and Portmore Pines and Waterford. Now, look at what we have, and they want to separate us. They want to take away some of what we have developed and give up undeveloped land off the shores of Old Harbour and say that is a swap. That is no swap, and we have to defend it to the max. They said one of the reasons why they want Portmore to become a city, a parish, is because they want you to have a say in what is happening in Portmore. And when the time came for the decision to be made as to whether we want Portmore to be a parish or remain as it is, they would never call you to the table. No discussion took place. You had no say in those decisions. Them lie. Them say them want us to become a parish because the economy will be better. How can it be better when you take developed areas from Portmore and give us undeveloped areas? Nothing no go so. Them lie. I would dare to defend that. And comrades, I'm just asking you, please stick to the campaign. Go out there and make people know how Portmore was built. It was built by PNP. The educational institutions was a deliberate thing by the People's National Party when Greater Portmore was going to be built. So, comrades, make we defend it. We build Portmore and we are going to continue to defend it. Thank you.
Trumpet has sounded, my countrymen all, so awake from your slumber and dance.
Comrades, all right. Make some noise, Comrade Wint. I'm gonna, comrades, on the now work with me, you know. Me no know how to love all of the back end, so. Wanna come forward, no man, come forward. Everybody on the wall, come forward. I'm asking you to come closer. Wanna now go see me good if you not come closer. And wanna now go hear me good if you not come closer. And I'm definitely not going to say Comrade Fitz Jackson, who is in the building. Make some noise for Comrade Fitz Jackson. Let me see the comrade that run off of the wall. The man will defend you. Will stand up in the parliament and defend you. Yeah, make some noise. Mr. Portmore. Comrades are going fast because a whole heap of speaker and you must hear from them all. So at this time, I'm going to invite the councillor out of the Westchester Division, Comrade Rainier Benjamin, to bring his 2 minutes greeting.
Thank you, Comrade Keisha Lewis. Let me just quickly greet Comrade Donna Scott Motley, Vice President of the People's National Party, Comrade Fitz Jackson, Member of Parliament, and PNP spokesperson with responsibility for Portmore, and my council colleagues, council caretaker, other comrades in the building, good evening. Comrades, I am very happy to be here at this rally this evening. Over the past few months, I've spent a lot of time on social media battling this whole parish issue. And many persons would have seen me on the road and various places, churches, supermarket, and everything. And saying, Councillor, what is going on with this parish thing and this parish boundary? What is the real issue? And comrades, if there's ever a time that this constituency and your MP caretaker, Comrade Raymond Price, ever is needed, it is now. Comrades in East Central St. Catherine, I am calling upon you. Hold the fort. Stand strong. Because the main reason when I sum it up, why they want to create the parish of Portmore the way they are doing it, and using the highway we are seeing here to cut off the communities of Lakespen, Lime Tree Grove, Lilliput, and other areas, is because they want to protect the sitting MP. They realize that he cannot win back. And the only way they see to save him is to cut off the strong PNP areas in East Central St. Catherine. But guess what, comrades? We were one step ahead of them. Because we know that what they are trying is in breach of the Constitution. It's not really a parish they want to create. They want to cut off section of East Central and create a new constituency to make it safe for the JLP. But we are not having it. So comrades in East Central, hold the fort. Residents of Lakespen, Lilliput, and Lime Tree, you especially have to send this sitting MP a message. He wanted to cut him off out of East Central St. Catherine, but the court put a break on it. So on election day, I want all the PNP who he was trying to cut off in those communities to come out and make sure they cut him off before him cut them off. So comrades, we know the mission. We know the goal. We want to unite Portmore once again under a PNP umbrella. We only have South St. Catherine now. And by the grace of God, Comrade Dawes and his team in Southeast St. Catherine is going to bring back Southeast in the PNP column. And I expect you in East Central St. Catherine here and Comrade Raymond Price to bring back East Central St. Catherine in the PNP's column. Comrades, the word is love.
You heard it from Comrade Benjamin. I'm telling us that we're going to move. Now you're going to be hearing, but before I do that, let us make welcome Comrade Alfred Dawes, who is going to take it to them in Southeast St. Catherine. Make some noise. PNP business is serious business. Make some noise. But while we make noise, Comrade Dawes, I'm going to ask you to welcome Comrade Gunning to the stage. Comrade Gunning.
Hey! Come on, people of God.
Comrades, Comrade Member of Parliament, Comrade Fitz Jackson, Comrade Vice President of the People's National Party, and Senator, Comrade Donna Scott Motley. You know, generally, I want to ask for a gospel song when I take the stage. But I am tempted to ask for a song that I hear the PNP start singing now. Don't see, don't see. I don't know the reason, comrade, but it's a song that kind of hit me whenever I hear it play, and I still don't know the reason. But I'm here tonight, comrade, because I want to ask for unity in East Central St. Catherine. I bring you greetings from the Gregory Park Division, and I can tell you, comrade, that the Gregory Park Division is ready to go and to return Raymond Price to the Member of Parliament in the next general election is called. You know, I hear on social media a councillor was giving a speech. And in this speech, she said that under the Michael, and then she's changed, and she said the third term under the Andrew Holness administration. But let me tell you something.
A one term we want with Raymond Price now, and then we'll take it from there. But comrade, I just want to urge you for us to unite and to ensure that East Central St. Catherine is returned to the People's National Party. We need it, comrade. The future of Portmore is in our hands. And so on the election day, we have to ensure that we go out early and vote People's National Party. Vote Raymond Price. Return the PNP to power and East Central in the safe hands of Raymond Price. Comrade, the word is love.
All right, comrades, you heard it from your councilman waiting. You heard it from Comrade Gunnings. No administration around here. Administration. You know, Comrade Donna, Senator, we pride ourselves over here as the PNP caucus of councillors in St. Catherine that we have some of the best councillors who understand the English language very well, and we know how to put our words together, and we know how to represent the people well, and the people love the fact that they can send us anywhere to represent them at any time, all over the place. Big up your PNP councillor them! Comrades, we're moving. At this time, I'm going to invite Councillor for the Portmore Pines Division, your Claude Hamilton, to bring his 2 minutes greetings. Me not see me name, please, but the party leader is here.
Comrades! Are we there? My comrades! Big up on yourself. Comrades! I want to speak down to earth in a language that everybody can easily understand. Therefore, I will not speak of any hypothesis. I will not speak in a verbose manner. I will not go above where I can manage. So this evening, comrades, I want to welcome the beautiful Vice President of the People's National Party, Senator Motley. Comrades, Vice President, I don't know if I'm speaking it into being or what, but comrades, we have, comrades, we have who we call the daddy of Portmore politics for the PNP. He doesn't go by that, but he considers himself a young, handsome warrior for the party. Therefore, we have protection on stage for our Vice President. So Fitz Jackson is sitting in a seat assigned to protect the Vice President. Comrades, I see something happen here tonight. It's only stage show me seat. Every time a big artist reach on stage, a flag man reach behind him and a flag down the place. Comrade, does. Me see you touch stage, you know, and your flag man come up here saying, you know, like him a wave of crosses. But a PNP place this. No crosses not there. Big up my comrade. Comrade calling councillors who are here from the Portmore and St. Catherine caucus, big up yourself. Remember Portmore Pines people, them there. Bless up on yourself. Lakespen, Lime Tree, Lilliput, Grange Lane, Portmore Pines, Silverstone, Cayman's Garden site here, Cedar Grove, Train Line, we're there. Comrades, it's tonight. It's not all about jump up and excitement, because as you see, it's not my dancing shoes I wear, it's my shirt boot, my shirt shoes. You see, this is us sending the signal that the work is to be done. Comrades, let us put down the fancy talk, let us put down the hype and the excitement and touch road. We are about the work. We have to go there for the People's National Party, canvass the voters list, make our own PNP list where we see the people them being stubborn and unsure of anything, then you call us in your A team. Your A team is Comrade Raymond Price, Councillor Oral Gunnings, and me, Claude Hamilton. Let us go on the road with you and find those people and give them 3 reasons. We don't have to give them 100 reasons why they're supposed to vote for PNP. We can give them 3 and that seal the deal. Now people are rubbed on my back in a romantic manner for me to leave the stage. I don't want to get in trouble, people. So comrades, the world needs love. One love. Power to the people.
Comrades, you heard from Comrade Claude. Now I want you to make some noise for the man of the moment. Comrade Raymond Price, make some noise. Your next member of parliament, Comrade Raymond Price. Comrades, there you have it. Your member of parliament in waiting. The man who's going to take you back to PNP time. Comrades, make some noise. Make some noise. Make some noise. Comrades. Comrades, guess what? We're going to go. We're going, comrades, because our party leader is almost here. And because when my party leader comes, I tell a different person. But when the party leader is here, I get different. I get more vibe. I get more energy. Are you ready for another speaker? Let us make welcome Comrade Nord Grant out of Bridgeport.
Bridgeport, Westport, Canada, and there. Yeah. How we go? PNP now vote the other way. How we go? PNP now vote the other way. But text me every day. PNP now vote the other way.
Comrades. East Central St. Catherine, let me hear on the ball out. Let me hear on the say PNP. Let me hear on the say power. Look here, no, man. It's a simple matter. I come here to talk one thing, and it's very basic. East Central St. Catherine have to win in the next general election, all right? Nothing else that make no sense. Nothing else. Look here. If you want to see things and move forward in your community, if you don't want to see progress happen, it can only take place with one price, and that's a Raymond Price. They might ask, what's the price? The answer is Raymond. Everything else now make no sense. So you see a little natty dread, a behave a particular way. Tell him, say, not here. Not round here. And what we say, the next election, Portmore are going to go orange. Alright? Straight. The local government election make them know what it is. So at time we take it to them. General, the word is love.
Why? We're firing off all cylinders. Comrades, we're not itching now. Me a go for Gaza. And we're going to make welcome out of Waterford Division, Councillor Fanley Douglas. But while Comrade Douglas coming, I get word that Mayor for Portmore for sure. Mayor Leon Thomas is in the building. Mayor Thomas, we're there for you. So come up here, the people wants to see you. But comrades, drop something for the Gaza bar.
My place and my place, your place and your place. Everything I waste, no long chat. Y'all are no trace, y'all are no trace. Move about, boy, when you see us, lay down,
Gaza, I'm saying.
My place and my...
Comrades, warriors of the People's National Party, East Central, you say power. Let me hear you say price. All protocols observed because I know time beating us. So I want to blaze it and leave it. Mike man, don't play with me. East Central. In Jamaica, the price is high. But over this side, the price is right. Let me tell you.
Comrades, 1 second. Not trouble the Gaza boss. But comrades, it has been brought to my attention. Comrades, that the party leader is on the ground. Comrade Mark Golding is in the building.
Mark Golding.
Hey, hey.
Yeah. Mark Golding ready. We're ready. Yeah, we're ready. We're ready. Yeah, we're ready. We're ready. Yeah, we're ready. Yeah, we're ready. The people them ready. We're ready. Yeah, we're ready. We're ready. Yeah, we're ready. We're ready. Yeah, we're ready. We're ready. Whoa! Look at the people raising up. The whole Jamaica waking up. Get ready for go with gold. And the man with passion and a purpose. From Kingston straight to Bay. I'm a gold in them say. Get ready to make up a new way. A new way. Yo! The entire Jamaica know. Golden are the best of them. When Golden step on the road, the people are really see love. Whoa! So let me see your hands up so. Every Jamaican, put your hands up so. Time from that we know on your mark set go. Golden, you're ready for the...
Alright! Where are you? Where are you?
Hey! My Golden, you're ready for the road. Ha! My Golden, tell them go with Golden. Go with Golden. Go with Golden. Go in Golden. We going with Golden. Go with Golden. Go in Golden. We ready for the road and we moving with Golden. Go with Golden. Go with Golden. The one more Golden. We got Golden. Going with Golden. Go with Golden. Go with... Hey! Golden. 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 Everybody said the name. Golden. 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 Everybody said the name. Golden. Mark. Golden. Real. Golden. Wow. Golden. Clear out the way when we're strolling. So put your hands up so. Every Jamaican hands up so. Time from that we know. On your mark set go. Golden, you're ready for the road. Ha. Golden, we're ready for the road. Whoa. Just tell them we're ready. Ready. Golden ready. Yeah, we're ready. Yeah, we're ready. Ready. We're ready. Ready. People them ready. Yeah, we're ready. Golden ready. Yeah, we're ready. Yeah, we're ready. Yeah, we're ready. Born ready. Golden ready. Ready. Ha. Mark Golden. Yeah.
Stage production.
Mark Golden ready. We're ready. Yeah, we're ready. We're ready. Yeah, we're ready. We're ready. Yeah, we're ready. Yeah, we're ready. The people them ready. We're ready. Yeah, we're ready. We're ready. Yeah, we're ready. We're ready. Yeah, we're ready. We're ready. Whoa! Look at the people raising up. The whole Jamaica waking up. Get ready for go with gold. And the man with passion and a purpose. From Kingston straight to Bay. I'm a gold in them say. Get ready to make up a new way. A new way. Yo! The entire Jamaica know. Golden are the best and it's true. When Golden step on the road, the people are really see love. Whoa! So let me see your hands up so.
Comrades, our party leader, our party leader, Mark Jefferson Golden. Comrades, boy, party leader, I tell them it's a different vibe when you walk in the place, you know. You know how long I begging them to come from round the back, party leader. And right now, the stage front ram up. Comrades, how you now? Comrades, are you ready now? Boy, I tell you, PNP business nice. Very nice, and as comrade leader walked in came Senator Dr. Floyd Morrison with him. And we want to big up Dr. Morrison. Comrades, while the party leader was coming in, the Gaza boss was on the floor. So I'm going to give us him other 1 minute. Welcome back, Comrade Fanley Douglas.
East Central, let me hear you some more golden. Let me hear you some more golden. Boss, welcome again. I tell you this, warriors, we're living in two Jamaica. We're living in a Jamaica that the place that out on social media to tell you everything is okay. And they're giving you the prettiest gimmicks as if Jamaica is good and everything is all right. And then we're living in another Jamaica, which is the real world. And I want to send a quick message this evening to the Andrew Holness-led administration. I want to say to them, if the system is so good, Dr. Tufton, and health is going on well, then why the other day when you took ill, you didn't go to Spanish Town or KPH where you got that opportunity to be admitted for 2-3 days in a wheelchair, in a passage, and can't be given a bed if everything is all right? I want to ask a question. If crime is trending down and everything all right, then Minister of National Security, why you don't do without your security for a week or two and be like the normal man? If it is that the Ministry of Finance said the economy is good and everything is bumptious, then why is that she don't spend $10,000 for feed 4 or 5 people for a week? Warriors, the only hope for Jamaica is the People's National Party led by Mark Jefferson Golden. Mark Golden no have no need to put it in our pocket because it come with it already. And PJ told us, no make a hungry man carry your food. You made that mistake and you see where it has gotten us. Corruption is the order of the day. And on every international index, they are telling us that we are woefully corrupt. We're putting out youths from high school who can't read and write, and still they're saying we have a good education system because they want you to remain dunce. Warriors, East Central is a must to win. East Central, we must take it home and get rid of the man that is over here because a gimmicks him depon, a baby thing him depon. And I'm going to say this, comrades, we are standing beside you 100% to bring Raymond Price home. To bring Raymond Price home in the winner's enclosure. One love.
Make some noise. Make some noise. Guess what? One more council on the stage. And I'm going to talk for 1 minute. He's your neighbor. So let us welcome Councillor Gary. And he's a very strict man. I told him 1 minute. He's supposed to be a 1 minute man. Tonight, only for tonight. Make some noise for Councillor Gary Nicholson.
Thank you, thank you. So you hear it, me a 1 minute man. We'll work with it. Comrades, are you ready? Oh Lord. For elect Raymond Price. Comrades, are you ready? Oh Lord. For elect Alfred Daze. Oh Lord. Me say, comrades, are you ready? Oh Lord. For elect Fitz Jackson. Oh, Lord. A 1 minute me get. So hear me now. Me's a figures man. I see this one. We need over 5,000 for East Central. I don't know what the target is. But when we look from 2011, we get 5,007. 2016, we get another 5,000, must say 4. And 2020, we get 4,000. That can't work. And guess what? For all who know racing, when the instructions say riders up and them go to the gates, them walk around in a circle, you know what to do? Keep warm. So we have to keep warm on the track. So whenever the starter call them, we don't miss a break and we have to win. One love, comrades, manners.
1 minute, but he took more than one. That means he's really not a 1 minute man. We're going to run quickly into your own constituency. Portmore Pines Division, make some noise for your own councillor. Make some noise for Councillor Claude Hamilton. Pull up. So me put up Claude Hamilton up here 2 times. Why would I love him? If him nice, play him twice, not true. Just wave to them.
People, what you say? PNP nice, we have to do it twice.
Comrades, we're moving, and we're moving nicely. I know that we have a few giveaways. I will not tell you about it just yet. But EduTech Aid, I want to thank you for the sponsorship. So anybody who want the giveaway, come nearer. Them people who just gone back, come nearer. Because we have things given away tonight because we believe in education. And we believe that everyone must get the opportunity to be educated in any way, shape, or form. Comrades, we're going to move. We're moving to the township. We're in the municipality of Portmore. Is a Dennis Brown man coming next? Yes. Comrades, I bring to you the only elected mayor, directly elected mayor in the parish of St. Catherine. I bring to you your own mayor.
You must get paid tonight. You learn the drill. Because if you don't play that D Brown there, no money for you. Comrade party leader, Mark Jefferson Golden, welcome to Portmore. Senator Donna Scott Motley, welcome. And of course, I don't think I have to say welcome to Comrade Floyd Morris. He's no stranger, especially to this constituency. Member of Parliament, Fitz Jackson, welcome to Portmore. You must remember that the mayor welcoming you, Portmore. And the mayor responsible for the entire Portmore. Councillors, and of course, the man who is going to unseat the overgrown man. That overgrown man must be unseated. Councillors and councillors caretaker, workers and warriors, the People's National Party, good night. Comrades, tonight, we are here to send a signal to the
labor rights that we are ready to take this constituency. Comrades, what they have done in the last couple of months, trying to dismantle the Portmore City Municipality. In 2016, all of this area was Portmore. And the Jamaica Labour Party take the matter to the court and cut off all these communities because simple, they don't want your PO to name Portmore PO. The Member of Parliament is so happy when Harold Warmington speak about it at Cedar Grove. He was also happy when the announcement or the debate was taking place in the Parliament. He don't want the people of Morris Meadows, Lilliput, Garbally, Quarry Hill, and all the communities in this area to have a Portmore PO. Now, this general election is going to be held with you have the opportunity to send a message. You need, especially in this area, to make certain that you come out in your numbers and vote for Raymond Price. Because the dread who walking all over the place and talking about him love people, him don't love the people down here. You need to send a message to him. What you say? Tonight we have a lot of speakers. But before I leave this platform or this podium, I want to remind you about a meeting that the Jamaica Labour Party keep last month, the 13th of last month at Cedar Grove, where the Prime Minister have made a statement by saying that Britain Parkway work is being done. The Prime Minister lied to the people of Jamaica and lied to the people of Portmore because no work is being done on Britain Parkway. Comrades, he lied in Portmore. He lied in several other parishes. So I'm saying to the Prime Minister, the people of Portmore have underlined what you said because that project should start 2 years ago when you, Mr. Prime Minister, and your colleagues in the cabinet have changed the project and take it to Grange Lane. And the reason why you have done so, because of the housing development that are taking place in Burnell Lodge. So somebody have some real keen interest in that development. And the road that you have been repaired and widened, when you reach the Waterford intersection, it goes back to single lane, and it's going to cause a lot of traffic in Portmore. And then, comrades, I have to just chop it up because a whole heap of speaker. Listen to me now. Tufton said that them identify land for hospital. We want Tufton to tell we where is the land. Where in Bernal Lodge the land is. Because the cries of the people of Portmore that we need an hospital, he went and national television and radio and announced that they identify land. Nothing no go, sir. Then, comrades, they continue to make a lot of promises about Portmore. Mark my word. You have the sectoral debate, and you're going to hear them come and announce market. They're going to come and announce new tax office. They're going to come and announce fire station. Mark my word. But they can't fool us. Comrades, tonight, we must get on the ground and don't move up from off the ground. We must deliver this constituency. The People's National Party want this constituency to make up the numbers.
All right.
And I'm appealing to you all. Let us kick the dread out. Let us boot him out. This constituency must be in the People's National Party column. And comrades, the word is love. And I'm saying to you, united we stand, and divided we will fall. And without into any fall, we are going to reunite, and we are going to take this constituency home. One love, comrades.
Thank you. You see, I wanted to pull his shirt. I touched him one time, you know. But because I'm in his municipality, I have to behave myself. And I want to be able to come to Portmore as often as I want to come, without any problems. So he got mayor's privilege. Make some noise for your mayor, man. We shall not be moved. We shall not be moved. Comrades, remember I tell you I have some things given away, right? So courtesy of EduTech, I'm going to ask the first question, quickly. I have a mic right here, so anybody who reaches the mic first, an answer will get it. When was the Portmore municipality established? In what year was the Portmore municipality established? Who is coming to answer?
2003.
The gentleman get it. Me say, who can take the mic? Come here, Papa. Come here. Come on the stage. Quickly, quickly. Mayor. Mayor. I say you must come and take the mic. Make some noise. What's your name, comrade?
Huh?
What is your name?
Larry Smith.
Who?
Larry Smith.
Larry Smith. Big up, where you come from? Where you come from?
Newland.
Straight out of Newland. Make some noise, Newland. Larry, go home with a tablet courtesy of Edicom is presented by your mayor, Mayor Thomas. Thank you. Comrades are moving right along, and we have an understanding on stage. So I want you to make welcome none other than our own Senator, Floyd Morris, as he comes to bring you greetings.
Comrade Chairman, Comrade Party Leader and next Prime Minister of Jamaica, Comrade Donna Scott Matley, Comrade Jackson, Comrade Raymond Price, the next Member of Parliament for East Central St. Catherine. Comrade, Your Worship the Mayor, Comrade Dawes and other comrades, stalwarts and warriors and foot soldiers of the People's National Party, the word is love. Comrades, I had to be here tonight to support the Portmore Pines Division. But I also have to come and support my cousin in his bid to be the next Member of Parliament for East Central St. Catherine. And them have to get a beaten, and them must get a beaten, comrades. Comrades, I have two things that I'm going to say to you tonight. In 2020, in the midst of the pandemic, Andrew Holness called a national election. And this was 1 year before it was constitutionally due. And we see in 2025, when the election is constitutionally due, and we are 5 months outside of the constitutionally due date, and up to now, Andrew Holness can't call it. And when we used to go to church, them used to sing a song both at church and primary school, and them say, Andrew in the garden hiding, 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 Andrew in the garden hiding, hiding from Marky J. Andrew, where art thou? Andrew, where art thou? Hiding from Marky J. But I tell you, Andrew, if you call it in May, you're going to get a beating. If you call it in June, you're going to get a beating. If you call it in July, you're going to get a beating. If you call it in August, you're going to get a beating. And if you call it in September, we're going to give you a political backsliding, comrades. Comrades, the next thing that I want to point out to you is that in 2022, our comrade leader said to me that he's going to assign me the portfolio of housing and sustainable living. And him say your mandate is to ensure that you come up with affordable housing for the people of Jamaica. And I set to work with my team. And by 2025, you see the leader come to Parliament and he makes some outstanding announcement where housing is concerned. And him tell you what we're going to do in transforming the housing sector in Jamaica. And we're going to juke them with 50,000 houses that will be built across Jamaica. We're going to juke them with the rent to buy, where ordinary workers, household helpers, dressmakers, chauffeurs can rent a house from the NHT, and over time we're going to convert that rent into mortgage because the PNP say it is better for you to pay mortgage than to pay rent for a house, because we say that houses must be owned by the people of Jamaica. And we say that we are going to be providing a housing grant for $500,000 for young people to be able to pay the deposit for their houses. $500,000 for the young people to pay the deposit for their houses. That is the work of a progressive leader and the work of a progressive party, the People's National Party. And we say we're going to roll out the push upon them to make sure that we improve the sidewalks. We're going to tear down the zinc fences. We're going to give title to the people. And as I close, Comrade Keisha, Comrade, my comrade cousin invited me over here the other day to talk with the groomsmen over by Caymanas and the people them down a Banga Gully. And after me leave, I have a consultation with the team. I say to them, don't worry in East Central St. Catherine, because you will be a beneficiary from the 50,000 houses that will be built by the Mark Golding-led administration over the next 5 years. And I say to the groomsmen, don't you worry, because we have heard your cry and you will be included. I say to you, give us Raymond Price and the People's National Party and everything will be all right. One love, comrades. God bless you as we look forward to a victory for the People's National Party and a new Prime Minister in Mark Jefferson Golding. One love.
Make some noise for Comrade Morrison. Me not hearing noise them, me no. Me not hear the loud noise, no. Uno not ready for housing. Uno not ready for honest leader. If you're ready for an honest leader, let me hear say Golden. If you want honesty, let me hear say Golden. All right, I will speak of none other than Mark Jefferson Golding. Comrades are going fast because the night is far spent. But we're going right here in Portmore, across the border into your neighbor's place. And we're going to be calling none other than Southeast St. Catherine, MP in waiting, the man who not stop choke them both health, Comrade Dr. Alfred Dawes.
Yeah, sharp guy. You do the thing going on. The one I Portmore and the one I St. James. Remember we, when we're gone, we live forever. Salt Spring, we not go.
Comrade Chairman. Comrade, and let me say this because I'm not going to hear it too often in a couple of months. Comrade Leader of the Opposition. Because when we are introducing him after September, it will be Comrade Prime Minister Mark Jefferson Golding. Comrade Price, members, distinguished members of the platform, my time is limited. I hear that I'm not a 2-minute man, but I can't go more than 3 minutes. So, Comrade warriors, workers, foot soldiers, good evening. I'm just going straight into it. If having your first job mean that you're born into something, that means my political navel string buried in East Central St. Catherine. When I worked with Comrade Price as his campaign manager in the last general election,
And I work with some wonderful people who I know are going to help to take it home this time around. Comrades, there is more than one reason why East Central needs to win. I know that my team in Southeast are going to run with the overgrown man. And we're going to win by a landslide. I'm promising you that, Mr. Prime Minister. But you need to take home East Central because we need to form the government. Because we need to run with these people who take Jamaican people and Portmore people for fool. They looked at Portmore and said they have $4.4 billion to spend. Rather than fix the sewage system so that when you flush the toilet, things go down instead of going up. Before them fix the water, so when you get splashed, you can actually take a shower when you know water in your pipes on a regular basis. When you can go outside and mosquito not kill you. When you can drive on decent roads. They ignored all of that and said that they're going to put the $4.4 billion in a park. No, we say we don't have nothing against a park, but priorities, comrades. And unless them have $1 billion worth of mosquito net over that park, I don't know who's going to go out there if them not fix the sewage problem and the stagnant water problem. But this is the government that we're dealing with. This is the government that tells us that health is in the best state ever. When people are lying on the floors, benches, when they are wasting $25 billion at Cornwall and open one little room and have a big ribbon cutting ceremony. I have concrete evidence that Cornwall will not open till next year because I toured on a bare concrete that Cornwall. Comrades, I wasn't going to talk about it tonight, but I must hear about the drill. The $31 million drill that I found online for about 10 million or less. And nobody can explain why the drill costs 20 million more than what it should. I was going to let it slide. It's over a week now I don't talk about the drill. But I see them gone on a media tour talking about how the drill going to save lives and PNP fighting against an instrument that going to save lives. Them even go further and tell Lion me that I was okay in the meeting. I never said I was satisfied. I said I see you want to do it because I saw the corruption in the process. And I see the minister jumping in at the forefront defending this drill. And I'm going to say tonight, since he is at the forefront, Minister, if you release the full procurement documents to the public so they can see that drill, if it really costs $31 million, then I will take off my political hat. I will take off my political shirt. I will dress up in sackcloth and ashes and go in the middle of Halfway Tree Square and apologize. But if you cannot do it because you know that it does not cost anywhere $31 million, then keep hiding it. Because when the People's National Party win the next general election, when I am the next Minister of Health, by the grace of the Prime Minister, the Jamaican people will see once and for all the level of corruption that exists in the Ministry of Health, because I will release those documents to the public. Comrades, this is an election that we are fighting for the soul of Jamaica. So put on your shoes, put on your orange shirt, lace up, grab a bottle of water, walk street by street, lane by lane, cluster by cluster, division by division, and ensure that Comrade Price is in the winning column with East Central St. Catherine Comrade on the night of the election. Comrades, the word is love.
Jah guide me, me provider. Yeah, you make me a survivor. Me no hungry.
Alright, pull up. Comrades, how you doing down there? Want get the information want to come out? Alright, we have good speakers. We have honest speakers. We not follow the liar one them because we understand that integrity matters. Not so I go. We stand on integrity. And comrades, as I say that, I bring to you a man who stands on integrity. A man who upholds the principles of the Constitution. I bring to you the man for Portmore, the man who the party leader put in charge of Portmore. I bring to you Mr. Portmore, Comrade Vince Jackson.
You live the life you love. You love the life you live. Everything you have in my job will give. Ooh, breathe things I
Comrade party leader, I'm going to start to say what I have to get accustomed to saying. Comrade party leader and Prime Minister of Jamaica, I am practicing from now. Comrade Vice President and Senator, my sister Donna Scott Motley, my fellow parliamentary colleague candidates. I will leave Raymond for a little later. Comrade Alfred Dawes, the incoming MP for Southeast, St. Catherine. My dear comrade senator brother who see tens of thousands of comrades right across the length and breadth of East Central St. Catherine, Comrade Floyd Morris. Comrade Mayor, Comrade Councillors of the municipality of Portmore and St. Catherine. Comrades all, Comrade Ned, you are here. Comrade Mackenzie, back on the campaign trail. Comrades, you see, Comrade Keisha not give me no time, because I am timeless. Right? It is forever, but I won't be here forever tonight. Because I am part host to our visitors. Foremost is our comrade party leader. But there's a couple things I want to just share with you, comrades. I think very strongly that we can rest assured that when the next election is called, whenever it is called, the boundaries of Southeast St. Catherine will remain untouched from what it is now today. I can also say that after the next election, that act that they passed in Parliament will be repealed by the next government of the People's National Party. And it's going to be repealed, comrades, because our position has been crystal clear. The municipality of Portmore as it is a representation of the express wish and will of the people of Portmore. Any changes to be made, those changes will be made in the same way that it was created in the beginning, through thorough consultation with the people of Portmore. But I go one step further. When the municipality of Portmore was created in 2003, it was after 9 years of consultation among the leadership and residents of Portmore that brought it into being in the shape and form as it is today.
But that was within the parish of St. Catherine. It never changed the parish configuration of Jamaica. It was all internal to one parish. We are saying any change in the configuration of Jamaica must not only include us in Portmore and St. Catherine. It must include the broader society of Jamaica, because that would be affected by either a reduction or an addition in parishes. But foremost, no one can tell me, or any of you, what is it that makes for a parish? None of us know. Why? Because when parishes were created in Jamaica, it wasn't created for me and you. It was a division of the land of Jamaica amongst those people from abroad. That's what it was for. So any change in parish, it must be for us, the people of Jamaica, and we must decide what must constitute a parish. For that, comrades, this election is not an ordinary election. It's not a regular election. It is about redefining the future of our country. You saw me, I was on my phone here since night. I was talking to one of my constituents over Clifton that gets sick badly and went to Spanish Town Hospital from 1 o'clock today. 1 o'clock today in emergency, and it's after 8 tonight. That lady was able to see a doctor. The whole family started to go upside down, thinking that they was going to lose her. From 1 o'clock today, that is the level of health service that we have in St. Catherine, and they're talking about parish. One other little thing I want to share with you. Comrade, she want to touch me, you know. One other little thing, we're going to have plenty of time to talk together. But comrade leader, there is a housing development in my constituency, right in Greater Portmore East Division, Comrade Gary Division. Housing Agency of Jamaica. Note, Housing Agency of Jamaica. Them go around my back and get approval for build houses on the land that was reserved as a green space in Greater Portmore. Housing Agency, they are building 2-bedroom units there. Last year, them advertised that unit for over $22 million. And a similar unit 3 minutes away in Phoenix Vista was selling for $14 million. Same size category of housing being sold for over $8 million more by a government agency. A government agency. And them talking about looking out for you. Them talking about prioritizing everyday Jamaican. These are just 2 examples I'm citing, comrades. Why this, to be frank, this is more than about me. This is more than about Raymond Price. This is even more about Comrade Mark Bolin. It is about the future of Jamaica. Amen. We are here to rescue Jamaica out of the precipice that it is going in. So, comrade leader, it's not just Raymond Price when running in East Central St. Catherine. It's all of Portmore running in a East Central, running in a Southeast St. Catherine, and running in a South St. Catherine, because we're going to deliver 3 seats from Portmore to the People's National Party to form the next government so that you become our next Prime Minister of Jamaica to move this country forward. Comrades, one love, one love.
That was the voice of your Mr. Portmore, our own comrade Fitz Jackson. And when Fitz Jackson speaks, we believe him. We listen and we believe him. He's a credible man. Comrades, I want to make welcome. They're not going to be speaking to you tonight, but I said I had to be in Portmore to shore up what is happening over here. The very hard-working mayor out of Kingston and St. Andrew. Talk truth. Talk truth. Comrade Andrew Sweeby, mayor. Big up yourself. You continue to do us proud. In walked also Comrade Dennis Gordon, chairman for Region 3, just to greet you by waving. And whilst they were talking to Comrade Enos Lawrence was on stage, wave your hand, Ned, out of De La Vega City. I know I see some other councillors. Councillor Van Rick Prenny, he's in the building as well, out of the Elshire division. Comrade Eugene Kelly, I can't miss you. I see you. Councillor out of Whitfield Town and the team. You know, Comrade Leader, they always ask for a genuine crowd. Not true. Everybody here, sir, excepting the 1 and 2 visitors like myself, is straight out of East Central, St. Catherine. East Central, St. Catherine, make some noise! All right. Since you're also obedient, we have another giveaway. Another one. Remember, you have to take the mic. All right? And the question is, when was the constituency of East Central St. Catherine first established? No. You have to take the mic. You have to take the mic. You want the mic? Talk no, man. We not no time, man.
I don't know how when, but I beg the time from a grand penny there. I beg it. I need 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 it.
Hear what happened now. Comrade Raymond Price has committed to giving you one.
Thank you.
But not this one tonight. Because this one from EduTech, a question is to be given. Thank you, my darling comrade. I know. This lady was before you. No, hold on. This lady was before you.
2011.
2011, is that correct, Comrade Price? Come on stage, quickly. Make some noise. Music man, hold on, the way you deal with it. Give me something, man. Give me something now. While the handing over, go on. Jump something now.
Still we irie. Come in all of likes.
Comrade, what is your name? Hold on, Maxine Bell. We can change the bell to trumpet. Maxine Trumpet. And you're from where? Which division? Portmore Pines. So Portmore Pines get one, and Southborough get one. I wonder what is happening over Gregory Park. Make some noise! Congratulations! Comrades are moving down nicely. Comrades, there's a beautiful lady seated on the stage. Now when this lady speaks and I am at home, I sit and I listen and I absorb. She's a cool leader, one who commands the respect of just about everyone. Doesn't matter age or color. Comrade Music Man, comrades all, let us make welcome Comrade Senator Donna Scott Manley.
Wow. Yeah. Shut it. Yeah. This one goes out to all my women, you know, my strong women. So amazing how this world was made. I wonder if God.
Beloved comrades, Comrade Price, you get a baby tonight too. Comrades, we are on the brink of creating history. And that is why you can see Comrade Price with a young baby holding on to. We are on the brink of creating history. And the man who will lead us is right here. Named for leadership, Mark Jefferson Golding. I salute him. And I salute my comrades on the platform. I have to single out my brother in the Senate, Comrade Floyd Morris, who tells me that he can see this crowd and how wonderful you all look. And I agree with him. And of course, Fitz Jackson, who is a man who, when he speaks, everybody listens. He's a defender of the poor, the defender of the middle class. He is the defender of the people of Jamaica. Dr. Dawes, who is our Minister of Health in waiting, all the mayors, the councillors, such a distinguished group of persons on this platform that shows you the depth and the quality of the leadership which the People's National Party has. I have a slip in one because I kind of love Councillor Gunning, so I have to big him up tonight. Comrades, do you understand what power is? Do you understand what they mean when they say that power is with the people? You understand it. Then you will understand that you here in this group are extremely powerful. Because the reason why the Jamaica Labour Party wanted to make Portmore in a parish is because they recognized your power. And they knew the power of your vote. And that your vote would ensure that Comrade Raymond Price would be the next Member of Parliament and would be representing you, not just on the streets, but in the Parliament of Jamaica. The lady said they want to see me, you know. That's why I move. Them tell me I have to move closer to this mic. I want to say just a few words because the night is long and we all want to hear what the party leader has to say. When they moved to make Portmore a parish, the Jamaica Labour Party was breaching the Constitution. And one thing that this Prime Minister has done well, no one can say he's not good at it, is breaching the Constitution. He does not appreciate nor recognize that people like me and you and the people of Jamaica, they have rights which should be respected. Every time he raises his hands, it is to oppress and repress the people of this country. When he was launching the states of emergencies, we warned him against it. We told him it would not bring down crime, but instead it would make people worse off. And you know what I'm talking about. You have family members who were hauled into a Black Maria and thrown into jail for days without representation. You know about the curfews that deprived you of earning an income. you know what it felt like to have a government who could not really develop a system to protect you and keep you safe, but had to repress you. And comrades, they are still at it. And I want to make one point to you, because it is here in East Central that he accused the People's National Party of derailing Jamaica's road to a republic. And I have to tell you the facts, the truth of it. The truth which can never be contested is that they had no intention of becoming a republic. Check the facts. I see some of you on social media. I know you read. I know you watch the videos. When the Constitutional Reform Committee was established in 2023 and had its first meeting on March 22nd, the intention was to present a bill to the Parliament within 2 months. That meant they would not be discussing anything with you, the people. That meant they had already decided what kind of country, what kind of nation we would be. And so, my comrades, I just want you to think about this government who does not understand that you should come first. I promise you that when the election is called, the government which you will see, led by Mark Jefferson Golding, will be a government who puts you first, a government who puts people first, a government who will not tolerate corruption because they know that corruption deprives you of basic needs. I promise you a government of integrity. I promise you a government who will listen to you. I promise you a government which will hear what you say. I promise you a government of love, because the People's National Party is always about love. God bless you, my comrades.
There you have it, comrades. I saw you all stood where you were, sorry, and you listened. You know, remember me tell us when she talk, you go and listen? And her promises are solid. Comrades, how are you doing now? Me seed man, I want you to join me in making welcome Comrade Patricia Duncan Sutherland from the Women's Movement, next Member of Parliament for Eastern St. Andrew. Hold on. I want you to pause, because this one is a different one. I want you to make welcome none other than my Member of Parliament, Eastern St. Catherine, Region 4 Chairman, Comrade Denise Daly. She go deal with real man. She go deal with real man. Comrades, them not going to talk to you tonight, but them have to grace you with them presence. PNP women are beautiful, aren't they? Make some noise for the women in the PNP party! Make more noise! Comrades, we're coming down nicely because I know who you want to hear from. But before you hear from Prime Minister in waiting, I'm going to bring to you your own. But before I bring your own, I feel like, no, I'm going to bring your own first. I bring to you your Member of Parliament in waiting. I bring to you my friend, my brother, my neighbor.
We don't have to worry about nothing, 'cause we got the fire, and we
I bring to you Comrade Raymond.
They're gonna see us in outer space, outer space.
I'm smart father. 7 days a week. So hard work is easy for me, you see me? Never give up, I know what I mean to do, I hear that. So I just go for it. Little youth, unstoppable, turn away a train.
Comrade Party President, Comrade Mark Golding, Jamaica's 10th Prime Minister, already working in the fields as Jamaica's 10th Prime Minister, awaiting only the formalities. Comrade Vice President Donna Scott Motley, Comrade Fitzjackson, Comrade Senator Floyd Morris, Comrade Region Chair Denise Daly, Comrade Alfred Dawes, my neighbor in Southeast St. Catherine, Comrade Mayor Leon Thomas, Comrade Gunning, Comrade Mackenzie, Comrade Wint, Your Worship, Comrade Andrew Swaby, Comrade Ned Lawrence, one of my mentors in the politics of Region 4, Comrade Patricia Duncan Sutherland, President of the Women's Movement, on her return visit to East Central St. Catherine. She was with us last year during conference. And of course, our chairman for this evening's proceedings and one of my best friends, full stop, not just my best friend in the PNP, one of my best friends, Comrade Keisha Lewis. And these are just the comrades on the platform. I see in the audience Comrade Richard Parchment, Comrade Dane Lynch. I see Councillor from the Painland Division. I thought I saw one of your councillors, Comrade Party Leader, but my glasses might be, she's here. Yeah? Okay, the two of them, your two councillors are here. Ah, there they are. Comrade Leader, one of them is my partner whenever we have match at your complex. And the last time she tell me, say, better make sure them come for sketch because them can't draw. It's either them lose or them sketch, but them can't draw. And I won't tell you what the results were, but it made her very happy and not me that much. But comrades, I took the time to identify all the comrades who are here, because the comrades on the platform and those very important comrades in the audience, their presence symbolizes to us in East Central St. Catherine that we are not on this campaign by ourselves. It also shows the people of East Central St. Catherine that the People's National Party understands and identifies the fact that whenever the PNP win East Central St. Catherine, the PNP forms the government of Jamaica. In 2016, we lost by 1 seat, which means that if we had retained East Central St. Catherine in the column for the PNP in 2016, we would have remained in government. The 9 years that have passed since then, 110 months which have passed since then, we in East Central St. Catherine have not had any sound representation where people felt as if their member of parliament was employed by them to work on their behalf. What we have had, Comrade Leader, Comrades all, in East Central St. Catherine is a shell of leadership. One that has, well, put it this way, him tarry too long, and we need to get rid of and bring an end to the gerrymandering. Comrades, are you with me? True or false? We're tired of gerrymandering. True or false? Gerrymandering tarry too long. True or false? We're going to get rid of him this time.
All right. Because it's not we one will benefit from the victory. The people of Jamaica, as you heard from Comrade Dawes, do not presently have a public health system that they can depend on. We see the headlines, we see the ribbon cuttings, we see the groundbreakings, and we hear the announcement. But where healthcare matters the most at accident and emergency, we don't see the equipment, we don't see the basic supplies, even something as simple as gauze to dress the wound. In 2020, in this constituency, my opponent went the Tuesday after the debate and did a groundbreaking for what he said would have been a state-of-the-art public health clinic for Gregory Park. People of Gregory Park, have you seen that brand new clinic? People of Gregory Park, have you seen that brand new clinic? In 2020, my opponent went on social media and unrolled what he called the blueprints, said that the budget was approved, that the funds were in hand, that the permits were all approved at the Portmore Municipal Corporation, and that there would have been a brand new youth resource center behind the post office in Gregory Park. Comrades from Gregory Park, do you see a brand new youth resort center behind the post office? Comrades of Caymanas Garden Site A, in August 2020, we started to prepare a football field, true or false? And on the 7th of August 2020, a group of people led by my opponent showed up and stopped the work, true or false? And he announced, because at the time, Comrade Leader, he was a junior minister in the Ministry of Gender, Youth, Culture, etc., etc. And he said that he had funds approved, that Mayor Leon Thomas approved the permits, and that in Youth Month 2020, ground would have been broken for a mini stadium. Count it off with me. November 2020, November 2021, November 2023, November 2024, and all are now. People of Caymanas Site D, do you have a mini stadium? The tent is there for a good reason. The tent is there because the Seventh-day Adventist churches from the Central Jamaica Conference has been holding for the past 3 weeks a convention. And if the mini stadium was there, we would have still host them. So let me put it this way. To the Central Conference of Jamaica for the Seventh-day Adventists, next year, when Raymond Price build the mini stadium, you are welcome for Convention 2026. How me sound? In August 2020, my opponent went on hotline with Emily Shields. And he spoke, and he spoke, and he spoke. And he claimed, among other things, that there would have been a housing project in Newland where the people of Newland would have received their land titles, where the zinc fence removal started by Ainsley Parkins and Arnaldo Brown would have been completed. Comrades from Newland, una get uno land title yet? The zinc fence them come down yet? Final one I'm going to touch on. West Cumberland. There is a drain that runs adjacent to West Cumberland. Comrade Leader, when that scheme was handed over, the width of the drain was about 10 feet. It is now about 50 meters. Because every time the rain comes down and the drain gets flooded, a little bit more of the land by the houses, Comrade Fitzjackson, washes away. In 2020, my opponent said he was going to build a concrete drain. Comrades of West Cumberland, you don't have a concrete drain yet? The point I'm making is, for 110 months, we have had someone masquerading as a parliamentarian representing East Central St. Catherine. And today, we continue in our forward march in this campaign that will rescue the people of East Central St. Catherine from poor representation and bring them over to the right side for right and honest and proper representation. And that comes with the administration of Comrade Mark Golding as our Prime Minister. So, comrades, tonight is just another step in that campaign. You will see me as you have been doing in Southborough, in Newland, in Portmore Lane, in Westmead Willows, in Morris Meadows, in Surrey Meadows, in Caymanna Site A, in Caymanna Site D, in Christian Penn, in Bangor Gully, in Lakespen, in Lilliput, in Lime Tree, all across the constituency, and Gulf, and Watson Grove, and Christian Gardens. But you know who you won't see in all those places as frequently as you'll see me? You will not see our incoming Prime Minister because he has to be shared across all 63 constituencies. So tonight, I'm going to appeal to the comrades at the gate and along the road. Come center forward, come in at the spotlight, because my party leader, your party leader, Jamaica's next Prime Minister, has decided that so important are the people of East Central St. Catherine that of all the constituencies he could have been tonight, he asked, and when the schedule had to change, we changed the schedule to match his schedule. So please come forward and let me introduce you to a man who understands the dreams that must be achieved on your behalf even before you dream those dreams. Come forward and listen to the man whose integrity has never been, can never be, and will never be questioned. Come forward and listen to this man, an honest man, a man that honors accountability, a respectful man, and a knowledgeable man. Let us welcome in East Central St. Catherine our next Prime Minister of Jamaica, Comrade Mark Jefferson Golding.
Stand diggy diggy ding dang diggy diggy ding dang diggy diggy ding dang dang. Marky G, I know you a champion. Everybody wave on the right hand. Put up your fist, hey! Marky G, we don't know, so none of them not like me. See them all hype up, but that still not spite me. Golding a cut and got you because I love in our heart. And none of them can. Hey, Marky G, me don't know, so none of them not like me. So me I go stand up with them face with all me Nike.
Pull up, select. Pull it up. Comrade Keisha Lewis, chairing this meeting. Comrade Fix Jackson, portfolio spokesperson for Portmore. Senator Donna Scott Matley. Denise Daly MP. Worship the Mayor, Leon Thomas. Worship the Mayor, Andrew Swaby. Comrade Alfred Dawes, next MP for Southeast St. Catherine. All of the councillors on the platform, candidates on the platform, enough respect. President of the Women's Movement, Patricia Duncan Sutherland. Senator Floyd Morris, spokesperson for Housing and Sustainable Living. And the man of the moment, your next MP for East Central St. Catherine, Comrade Raymond Price. Big up yourself. Comrades, in Raymond Price, you have a candidate who is a very brilliant and articulate man. He's a man who is committed to the upliftment of Jamaica and to the upliftment of the people of East Central St. Catherine. He's a man who is working hard to secure your confidence and trust so that you will feel that he's well deserving of becoming your member of parliament. When he ran in 2020, after Andrew Holness called the election in the middle of the COVID pandemic, and many of our voters were reluctant to come up and line up and go into any polling station to vote, he wasn't first past the post then. But he did not run and leave. He stayed in East Central, and he continued to work. And he continued to prove to you that he's worthy of your support. And I'm going to ask you tonight, are you ready for Raymond Price to be the Member of Parliament of East Central St. Catherine? You sound like you're ready. And comrades, it is very important that we put our shoulders to the wheel and do the necessary work on the ground to secure that victory. We want East Central St. Catherine back again in the column of the People's National Party. I want Raymond Price to be available to me when we form government and to be sitting in the House of Representatives in Garden House. Comrades, elections are upon us. Jamaica has been waiting for the opportunity to send the signal that the people want change. They are tired of a Jamaica Labour Party government that has failed the country in so many crucial respects. First and foremost, they have proven themselves to be not worthy of the trust of the people. From top to bottom, we have an administration with a track record of corruption, nepotism, and cronyism. We have a prime minister of the country whose integrity commission declarations cannot be certified, and he is not in good standing with the country's anti-corruption agency, the Integrity Commission. That alone is a disqualifying factor preventing him from being eligible to ask for a third term. The man has even taken the Integrity Commission to court, having passed the legislation which I brought to Parliament originally as the Integrity Commission bill, took it through a joint select committee, a rigorous examination. Then there was an election and there was a change of government. And the legislation was passed by his administration. It is under his watch that the commissioners were appointed and all of the senior directors. He gave them glowing recommendations in their annual reports. But when it was found out that he was under investigation for the corruption offense of illicit enrichment, and when after a long investigation, they were not given all the information that they needed to finalize their report and recommended that the matter be referred to an anti-crime agency, the Financial Investigations Division, and to the tax agency of the country, Tax Administration Jamaica. He has taken the Integrity Commission to court, seeking to obliterate the corruption offense of illicit enrichment and to undermine the legislation itself, which creates the Integrity Commission. And as my friend Senator Damian Crawford would say, what can go so? Comrades, they have also failed in the health system. And Alfred Dawes has told you tonight what the woe is faced by those who have to interface with the public health system. The long waiting times without a bed, the uncomfortable conditions, The cost of all the diagnostic tests which are being outsourced to the private sector because the basic equipment is not being properly maintained in the public health system. Basic things, elevators, air conditioning units, CAT scan machines, etc., are neither not working or are not available to the people. And when we form government, we will fix those things. It won't happen overnight. But we recognize that the role of the public health system is to inspire confidence in the people and in those who visit our shores, that if they get sick, they can go to our public health facility and receive a good standard of care within a reasonable period of time. And we are committed to ensuring that that is so. They have failed the country in the area of education. We have a situation where our primary school children who are leaving and going into secondary school, over 3 out of 10, over 30% of them cannot read and write, cannot do basic arithmetic, cannot understand basic passages written in plain English. That is a recipe for disaster for the country. That is going to impede and prejudice the development of our nation. We have to fix that by making the necessary investments in early childhood and primary education to raise standards above the board. Our children are bright, but they're not getting the necessary inputs. There's too much absenteeism. Too many children are not going to school 5 days a week because their parents are struggling to find bus fare and lunch money. We are committed to ensuring that all needy children get at least one hot meal per day when they attend school. And when the economy improves, we are going to extend that to include breakfast as well. We are also committed to providing a transportation subsidy to children in rural Jamaica who have to find large sums of money each week just to get to school and come back. And many of their parents don't have it. And we are going to provide, under the RIDE program, a subsidy to help them to get to school and back, starting with 20,000 children and building from there, because we believe that education is the antidote to intergenerational poverty, and it is a role of the state to ensure that Jamaicans can move forward to a better future. They have failed in the area of national security. For 9 years, we had a situation where the murder rate had gone up way beyond where we left it when we left office in 2016. They decided to deploy states of emergency like a routine policing tool. They've called too numerous to even mention here or to record states of emergency in the period that they've been in office. And even while they were deploying that tactic, which we feel is an unconstitutional abuse of the facility of a state of emergency, which is there to prevent the subversion of the state, not as a way of routine policing, scraping up thousands of youngsters, putting them into detention with no right of access to the court. Many of them being criminalized by their experience in there, losing their jobs if they had them. And we have said no. That is net fishing. That is discriminatory. That is ineffective. You're not preparing any cases for prosecution. You're not holding anybody ultimately accountable for wrongdoing. We have said you need to focus on the wrongdoers. And you need to put the tools in the hands of the police force and deploy a strategy focusing on that to reduce crime in this country. And I want to big up the police and the Commissioner of Police for the recent successes that we are seeing in the reduction of the murder rate. We support the police and law enforcement in making Jamaica a safer place. And we acknowledge the excellent work that is being done in that regard. And it is because we believe in the importance of a strong police force and believe in the importance of good relationships between the police and the population that they serve. That is why we say body-worn cameras must become the norm when police are going on special operations. There must be accountability for what happens. It is to protect the people and to protect the police.
so that nobody can say that when force was used in legitimate circumstances that it should not have been used. And on the other hand, it is a good disincentive to abuse of power. And it is why we support the police, why we support the body-worn cameras. We also believe in the unexplained wealth orders that this government had committed to in the agreement which set up CMOC, the Crime Monitoring and Oversight Committee, and which they have reneged on. And it is an important tool in the anti-corruption arsenal. And we will introduce it when we form government, so that those who engage in hanky-panky can be held accountable for their wrongdoing, especially those who have multiple bank accounts and other things that indicate that all is well in the state of Jamaica.
Marcus Garvey prophesied, said, oh yeah, man I go fighting back against the wall, oh yeah, it a go bitter when the
time come. Some are got charged for corruption. Oh yes. When the right time come, and it soon come because time come. So yes, my people, we're going to have a lot of work to do. And this government has failed in its core promise of delivering economic growth to increase the wealth of the nation. They have not succeeded in having even 3% annual growth in the 9 years that they have been in power, despite the Prime Minister having created a Ministry of Economic Growth with half of the agencies of government, including the most important and powerful ones in that ministry, with him being the minister. It has been an absolute failure. Even before COVID, in the year prior to COVID hitting Jamaica, we had virtually 0% growth. And it is going to get worse now, comrades, when we see what is happening internationally, when we see the issues of the tariffs and the reaction of other countries to this new regime of tariffs, and all that is going to result from that. Jamaica needs to be prepared. We're all going to have to pull together. We're all going to have to help out each other. And we're going to need a government that has the people's interests at heart and that cares for the people. And it is not about choosing themselves, but it's about choosing the people. And that is why I say, them can't use Choose Jamaica as their slogan, because the Jamaican people now choose them. So people, we are in a historic time, and the end of this regime is coming. Just this week, Jamaica was demoted and relegated in terms of free speech and freedom of the press. And it is a result of how they deal with the matter of freedoms in this country. It is the People's National Party that has stood up and defended the people in opposition from the breach and taking away of their constitutional rights. We had to take them to court for the NID situation, and we won the case. We had to take them to court when they were trying to pay fast and loose with the Constitution in relation to the extension of the tenure of the Director of Public Prosecutions, and that matter is not yet over. And we've had to take them to court to ensure that the gerrymandering rubbish that Warmington exposed by running his mouth on a platform, which is a blatant abuse of the Constitution, trying to create boundaries for a new parish that would disenfranchise and push out of this constituency several communities which basically strongly support the People's National Party. We had to take them to court for that too. And I want to big up Comrade Fitz Jackson as my spokesperson for Portmore for standing with me on that matter and for the clever tactical use of the courts and the parliament to ensure that that exercise in undermining democracy and violating constitutional principles had what was brought to a screeching halt. So comrades, I say to you tonight, We are on a mission. We are on a mission to restore decency, trust, and confidence in the government of the country. We are on a mission to create an education sector and a training system that can produce a productive Jamaica that can attract high levels of investment, that will create good paying jobs and opportunities for our people right here at home. We are on a mission to create a health system which focuses on providing decent health care in decent surroundings and preventive screening for the killers of the people, cancer, hypertension, which is pressure, diabetes, which is sugar, and reducing the toll that those diseases are wreaking on our people by screening for it early so we can nip it in the bud. We are on a mission to save Jamaica. Comrades, are you on that mission with me? Are you on that mission to save Jamaica? Are you on that mission to ensure that we get 3 seats in Portmore? Are you on a mission to ensure that Raymond Price comes to Parliament in the House of Representatives as your Member of Parliament for East Central St. Catherine? You sound like you're ready. And so I close by saying, power to the people, power to the people, power to the people, I say. One love, comrades. The word is love. God bless you all.
I got a feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. I feel it. That
One more thing, sorry. Before our party leader leaves, and before the trumpet is played, we have one more tablet to give away. We have one more tablet to give away. Anybody who can tell me when will Mark Jefferson Golding become the Prime Minister of Jamaica? I just want the ear. Just give me the ear.
2025 September.
All right, make some noise. Come around, quickly. Thanks to Editech, I think that's the name. Thank you for the sponsorship. Comrades, it was a wonderful night, wasn't it? Comrades, come sweetheart. What's your name, darling? What's your name?
Melva Braham.
All right, Comrade Melva, make some noise. And comrades, I'm going to ask, do you have a trumpet? Comrades, I'm going to ask that you stand where you are. We're closing down the curtains for tonight. Please be reminded that you are to remain underground. Please be reminded that you are to join Comrade Raymond Price and the team as they walk through every nook and every cranny. We must do this, and we'll be doing it together. We must make Raymond Price Member of Parliament for East Central St. Catherine. We must make Mark Golding Prime Minister of Jamaica. And with that, comrades, we bring the curtains down and we play one verse and the chorus of the trumpet. Just one verse and the chorus.
Trumpet has sounded, my countrymen all, so awake from your slumber and answer the call. The torch has been lighted, the dawn is at hand. Who joins in the fight for his own native land? Land of my birth, I pledge to be loyal and faithful to thee.
Thank you all very much on behalf of Comrade Price. Mr. Music Man, take it away.
Yes.
Sexy, 77% dance on